Okay, we're going to go over how to start a new project here at DAS based on our current BIM standard. So in order to do that, we're in Revit 2019, we're going to hit New, and you can see here we have an option for DAS New Project Template. It's actually the only template file in here. And so if you don't see this, you can browse for it, go to our R drive, template folder, and then it's this file right here, sorry. And it's got a bunch of backups associated with it. Grab the original, not these backups. If you don't see that, you can change the file location that it's looking for this template file in your file locations in options. I can show you that in just a second. We're going to hit OK. Give it a second to upgrade the model from 18 to 19. We're keeping our template down in 2018 in case we ever have to go back to 2018 for some reason, but most of our work should happen in 2019 currently. So we're going to give it a second to open everything up. So we have Revit set up to always open to this default view, which is it's actually a sheet right here. It's this Sigma sign and then opening view. And so you can see here we have a bunch of sort of project information. And so we'll want to fill that out. Now, in order to fill this out, you have to click, pause for a little bit, and then click again. And it will open up this change parameter values. If you double click too quickly, or if you click over here, it's going to open up this this RFA family, which is just a title block, and we don't want to do that. So no, and if we also, so yeah, double clicking will be problematic. So don't double click, and you do need to make sure you click here, not here, here, here. So click once, pause, click again, it'll open this up. So it's these values here that we're worried about. So we're gonna just fill this out real quick. So 519. Project status is design development. Client name is Jim. Project number 1919. Project name is new building. And the project address is Philadelphia. Okay, you see all these updated. Now, all these parameters are being used in various places, primarily in our title blocks. And if you wanted to, you could also change them from the Manage tab, Project Information, right? So this has all this information. We just added these parameters in here so you could easily change them without kind of digging down into there. But you can change them in either place. You can also change them in the actual title block itself. So if we take a look here at the first floor architectural plan, you see here it says design development, and then the date. So this is the project phase, the current project date. It's also going to have this date on here. These two dates are the same. If I change these in any place, 050719, you're going to see it's going to change here and here. So that looks pretty good. Here's new building, Philadelphia. So this is the project name and the project address. Real quick overview of how the actual title block family works. If you hit edit type, you've got some visibility options for show not for construction, right? That'll turn that off. The project status bar is this piece of information vertically here. We can turn that off if we want. We can show the seal, the architectural seal here, and the signature. We needed to sign it as well. So we can turn those off. And let's turn the status bar and not for construction back on. All right. So that's how that works. So sorry about that. I got to delete this. So the first thing we need to do once we've kind of established the project information is to set this up for work sharing. And we're going to do that from the Collaborate tab and then hit this Collaborate button. It's going to tell us, hey, you got to save this model somewhere. So we'll hit Save. And I'm going to put this just on my desktop. I kind of recreated a sample startup project, but it's going to go in Central Model. And we're just going to go right in here and call it New Building underscore Central. I'm sorry, Arch. So our standard is going to go underscore Arch for architectural underscore Central. and then dash the year of the program you're using, which may not necessarily be the year that it is right now. So we might be using 2017 to do a project, and so you would want to write 2017 there. This just helps everybody else know which version of Revit they should be kind of opening the project in. So we'll give that a second to save. Once it's done, it's going to say, how do you want to collaborate? Do you want to collaborate on BIM 360 or within your network? We're collaborating locally here on the network, so we're going to leave this checked and hit OK. Give that another minute. And so you can see here kind of what it's working on. It's enabling work sharing. And so you'll notice here in the name of the project, it says New Building Arch Central 2019, but it doesn't have anything appended in here, which is problematic. It means that we're in the central model right now. So instead of being in the central model, we want to be working off of a local version and synchronizing to the central. So we want to close this and close this. Yep, we want to save the changes. It's going to tell you, hey, this is the first time you're making it. It's going to become work shared. That's what we want. Say OK. So we have to close the model down and then reopen it again. And then once we reopen it, then we'll be in a local version. So we're going to hit open and then pick the file. And it's going to have this backup folder in here as well. Now alternatively, the nice thing about 2019 is that this kind of quick start panel will actually allow you to open a local version of the central model. The previous years didn't allow you to do that. So when we click that, you can see here now it has appended my username, which is my email address, onto the file name. So that looks pretty good. So that's really it for starting a new project. Once we've done that, we can hop in here to working plan, we can start drawing walls, and that's kind of how we're going to go about that.